Hello and welcome back to the FCS Football channel and today's match watch along of the big one, Manchester United versus Manchester City. Of course, the Manchester Derby. Now this game, like I say, is huge for us. And we need to win it. We need to win it. Not just for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job and future as Manchester United manager, but also for the league table. We need to win it for the league table, push us closer to them top spots, and hopefully further secure what hopefully will be top four. Obviously you can see this. You can see the team news. It's all changed now to the side. See, I can't do that now. It's because I flipped it. There. There. So we've got David De Gea starting in goal. It's then a back four of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. A diamond, interestingly enough, of Scott McTominay, Fred, Paul Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes. And up top, we've got Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood. Now, what do I think of this starting 11? Now, I'm not too happy with it. The back line is fine. It's not fine. We've got Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof playing together, who have proven time after time do not work as a pairing. But that was always going to be the case today, so that's not the real issue today. I think the issue is that midfield. We're playing a diamond. For me, the only player, there's one crucial player in the diamond, and that's Nemanja Matic. I don't think Fred, McTominay, Pogba, because they're realistically they're the three one of them three will play in the DM. Most likely Fred or McTominay. None of them can play that lone DM role in a diamond. We saw against Arsenal, McTominay started on as the box to box and Fred sat as a defensive midfielder. It worked awfully. But why are we doing it again? Why are we doing it again? This is the same diamond we saw against Arsenal, which didn't work. So why are we trying it against Manchester City, who are a better team? Going up top, we've got Mason Greenwood and Marcus Rashford. Now, I'm controversial here. I don't think this partnership works. I don't think they complement each other very well. I think they're both very individualists, and instead of sometimes playing for the team, they go for a goal. And I feel like someone like Martial or Cavani, obviously Martial's on the bench today, he would improve that. So I would have started Anthony Martial as he has been deemed fit to play. Now, a win today takes us into 4th place, just below Chelsea on goal difference. So, after all of this bad starts the season, that would be a pretty good thing, wouldn't it? So, I would have started Martial. Now, Paul Pogba has started. Of course, Paul Pogba has come out and said he doesn't want to be at the club, has asked Mino Raiola to try and find him a transfer out of the club, yet he starts today. What a disgrace from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to start Paul Pogba. Spineless. Absolutely spineless from him. Donny van der Beek, we've signed him for 35 to 40 million pounds. He was a star at Ajax, and yet we don't play him. We don't play him. What? Why don't we play him? He's a class player. When he comes on, he makes a difference for us. Yeah, he doesn't start. It's a joke. Zinedine Zidane wanted Donny van der Beek for Real Madrid. He was a Champions League semi-finalist. He scored in Champions League semi-final. How are we dropping? How are we not playing him over a player? Yes, Paul Pogba is arguably better, is a better player, but how are we not starting Donny van der Beek over Paul Pogba? I think it's a joke. I think it is a joke. looking on the bench, we've obviously got Dean Henderson, Alex Telles, Bailly, Matic, Van der Beek, and Martial. Oh, and Mata as well. But it's we are better than this. If you've watched my preview, now controversially, I said we should start Dan James. He's not even on the bench. I think this would have been a great game for Daniel James to play. I think Daniel James offers better shape, and it would help out Wan-Bissaka against Cancelo and Sterling today, who will really, really push forward. Let's get the. So obviously, as you can see, there's the team news. There's Manchester United's team. For Manchester City, it's going to be Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker, John Stones starts over Aymeric Laporte, which is a positive for Manchester United. I do believe John Stones isn't as good as Laporte. Well, obviously he's not as good as Laporte, and despite the fact despite the fact John Stones has played very well recently, I think it's quite easy to get at John Stones, and we have a chance there. Right, so here's the press conference from Ollie. João Cancelo plays left back, Kyle Walker plays right back, Rodri and Fernandinho are in defensive midfield in a 4-2-3-1 for them. Riyad Mahrez is on the right, Raheem Sterling's on the left, Kevin De Bruyne is behind Gabriel Jesus. And there is no Sergio Aguero. No Sergio Aguero today for Manchester City. He's just not been picked. On the bench for Manchester City, it is Aymeric Laporte, Benjamin Mendy, Bernardo Silva, Ferran Torres, Ilkay Gundogan, and Phil Foden. And of course, Zach Stefan as a substitute goalkeeper, but we don't expect to see him. Now, this game is huge for us. And do I think we can win it? Yes. I said that. And I think, to be honest, I'm quite confident. I'm quietly confident about this game, despite the fact I shouldn't be. I am. And I am going for a 2-1 Manchester United win, to be honest. I question marks over how this team will actually play today, to be honest. I do. I think, especially with the Nemanja Matic on the bench, I think this diamond could very easily become unpicked. And amazingly, we've gone narrow. I think this is a real issue for us, thinking about it. This season, where has our issues been? Our issues have been when we've got the ball, when we're defending, our fullbacks have to come so narrow to protect both Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, because they're simply too slow. So a ball over the top, they're having to massively cover for him. So we have no width defensively. So we've taken our wingers who could help that tracking back, and we've removed them. We've gone the fuck off, and we've gone Paul Pogba, who against both Arsenal and Tottenham, when he was played as a more wide player, gave away penalties. It's a big issue. I think this diamond can become a big issue. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. What do you guys think this game will be? How do you think it will go? I've got a cheeky little bet. I had a £5 free bet. Big up Paddy Power for that. Hashtag not sponsored. So I have Bruno Fernandes to have 2 shots. Two or more shots. Man United to win or draw. McTominay to get booked. And 3 or more goals. So, come on. I can see that coming through. I went for a 2-1 win. I think especially if McTominay is the one playing as the defensive midfielder, I think he probably will get booked. I think if Man United do get a result, then I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. So if we win, well then we have to score at least 2, and then Bruno Fernandes loves a long shot, doesn't he? And yeah, I can see us winning it. I think it's going to be a difficult game, still though, isn't it? It's not easy. Come on. Sorry, mate. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but I cannot stream the game because that's illegal. It's on Sky if you want it, or I'm sure there's some other sites you can find it on. But I'm not allowed to stream the game, unfortunately, because I quite like actually having a YouTube channel. Now, confidence is flowing for this game. My name is African. I still can't pronounce it. It's the only website I can watch the game on. I mean, I think it's Ronaldo7.live. They have loads of links to streams. Reddit, you find it on Twitter. Anywhere like that, you'll be able to find them somewhere. I don't have any direct links. I'm watching on Sky Go. So that's how I'm watching it. Yeah. You'll be able to find it somewhere, I'm sure. But I'm not saying you should. if anyone legal asks, I'm not promoting it, but you'll be able to find it somewhere, I'm sure. But I'm assuming you're a Man United fan. What's your predictions for this game? Obviously, we are now going to the festive period, aren't we? And this is where games will come thick and fast for Manchester United. But we've had that all year, really. Roy Keane chatting again. He says, "My biggest worry, as usual, is the goalkeeper and 4 defenders. They give you nightmares." David De Gea for me is fine. David De Gea's been fantastic for us this season. He's made no mistake. I think if you're trying to blame David De Gea for the third goal against RB Leipzig, you've not really ever played as football, really. To me, I just don't see how it can be David De Gea's fault. It's a simple clearance for Harry Maguire. He leaves the ball, and then David De Gea has to relate late, because you as a goalkeeper, you have to expect your defender to do a simple clearance. What's Marcus Rashford saying here? I don't know. I don't know what Marcus Rashford said. We'll say him. I hope. I just. I don't want to see McTominay play the whole game. I don't think we can. I said In my my lineup would have included Dan James and would have included if we were playing a diamond, I wouldn't include Dan James. Obviously, I would include Nemanja Matic because I don't see Fred or McTominay being able to run that lone defensive midfielder role. I don't think either of them are a lone defensive midfielder. But yeah, I'm confused to play while we're playing the diamond. We haven't played it for a while, but I mean, at the same time, I'm not surprised we're playing the diamond because with that manager, we got a manager that changes it week in week out, and no one really knows why. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. Please do like and subscribe if you're new and you haven't already. It does mean a lot. Alright, so we have got about 15 minutes till kick off. And it's not going to be an easy one, is it? It's I think team news for Man City. The fact, I'm just a kid, but I think we should sell Pogba for a swap deal with Varane and sign Zakaria for replacement, and then Sancho. I don't think Real Madrid want Pogba anymore. To be honest, I don't think Varane will want to come here. The big issue that we're in right now is Pogba wants to leave in January, and at this rate, we might have to sell him in January. Varane won't want to come to Man United because we're going to be in the Europa League. We're in the Europa League now, and there's no guarantee we'll be in Champions League next year. Dennis Zakaria would be a good player, but the board won't pay him, and I don't think Gladbach wants to sell him for cheap. We won't get Sancho now. We missed our chance last summer. But I mean, I would like them. If we sell Paul Pogba, my priority would not be to sign a like for like replacement for Paul Pogba. I would sign a proper defensive midfielder. Sign a Declan Rice. Sign a Wilfred Ndidi. I don't think we need to go out and buy another advanced playmaker because I mean we've got Donny van der Beek. Play Donny van der Beek over when Pogba leaves. Then we can bring in a backup replacement for him. But I would sign. I mean, Dennis Zakaria would be good, but I would like to see a Wilfred Ndidi, just an out and out ball winner. Yeah, centre back. Yeah, we obviously need a centre back. For me, I think we should cut our losses on Maguire, sell it, try and sell him, play Axel Tuanzebe, and look. He's the Axel Tuanzebe. I think for me, he's the only centre back that hasn't let us down this year. I mean, yeah, Bailly let us down against Spurs. He was awful. I can't remember a game Axel's let us down. He was fantastic against PSG. We're playing as a 5 and as a 4. So we're definitely. I think he's ready to play. You can't play. You can't say he's not ready when he started against PSG and was like putting a man of the match performance against Kylian Mbappe and Neymar. You can't say he's not ready. Oh, let me stick a pillow, man. By Mustafi, remember that 1 year in La Liga. I mean, that was a fantastic year in La Liga, wasn't it, for him? He's a champ. He's a World Cup winner as well. You know what? I might have to buy him. What else? Who else could we get? I mean, yeah. Who does Arsenal have this week? Arsenal have Burnley. What are we saying about DJ? What are we saying for that one? Arsenal beating Burnley? I mean, shithouse football. Well, actually, I mean, Burnley's Burnley, innit? I feel like you have to beat Burnley. But at the same time, our game, Man United's game in hand is against Burnley. Now I've said that, when that's gonna get clipped. Charlie's already clipped it, and when we play Burnley, and we eventually lose because that's just Manchester United. It's just gonna be played everywhere, isn't it? I think 10 minutes till kickoff, and I'm still disappointed Paul Pogba starts today. Donny van der Beek deserves to start. He's played fantastically well, Donny van der Beek, this season. Pogba's played well in recent weeks after being dropped. Pogba has played well, but he doesn't want to be here. His agent came out and said he doesn't want to play here, and he hasn't come out and addressed that. In fact, the only thing he has said, well, that has come out further about it, is that Pogba's now forcing Mino Raiola to get him a move, or else he's going to sack him. What? How is he playing? Clips out. Proceed. Clips out. Proceed. Unfortunate events. Yeah. I can't wait for it. Cannot wait. But all right, Charlie. Is this the day you're going to get your prediction right? What are we saying for this game? I've gone for a 2-1 Man United win. Well, there we go. Time is sorted. Right. 2-0 Manchester, only saying that, then I'll have 2 chances of winning. I'm fair play. Like I said, I went 2-1 Man United. That there's probably a bit of a hopeful Manchester United fan in there, thinking, we can win it. I mean, we beat them 3 times out of 4 last year. So, why Pogba is starting? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has explained, has he? Let's find out why Paul Pogba is starting. Kick off in about 6 minutes. Paul Pogba starts at West Ham. Paul Pogba's stats at West Ham last week has helped win the Frenchman his place in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team for the Derby day. The boss revealed the midfielder showed he is in peak shape after contracting COVID-19 and suffering an injury, while helping to inspire the comeback at London Stadium, including scoring a stunning equaliser. He came off the bench at RB Leipzig to claim another goal in the 3-2 defeat, and it's one of 2 changes to the lineup on Saturday, which with Fred's introduction the other. We want to play well. They've had a good performance. Both Paul and Fred are in good form, and we wanted to get them on the pitch today, the manager added. We need energy and we need quality because we're playing a good team. Yes, But we have quality in Donny van der Beek. Someone who wants to be here. I'm behind him. I want Paul Pogba starting, so I want him to play well. And I think every Manchester United fan is like that for Paul Pogba. Do we want Paul Pogba to really be starting? Not a lot of them, but we're gonna back him because that's what this club is about. Backing your boys. Anyway, we've got 5 minutes to kick off. Please do like and subscribe if you're new and you haven't already, and share the stream. Come on. I'm very much looking forward to this game. Mika Rich is there speaking. I don't know what he's saying. I don't care what he's saying either. Manchester United's last 8 results. Lost to Besiktas, beat Everton, beat West Brom, beat Besiktas, beat Southampton, lost to PSG, beat West Ham, lost to RB Leipzig. We won our last 4 Premier League matches. Big. Big. Alright. Come on. Come on. I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this diamond line actually lines up. Here comes Manchester City. Is Fred or McTominay going to be at the diamond, at the bottom of the diamond? Come on. Before we kick off, I'm just going to burn a few statements about Paul Pogba before this game starts. Because I'm sure someone will be like, oh, you slating Paul Pogba at the start of the stream. And then if he plays well, I'll be giving plaudits. Look, Paul Pogba is a world-class midfielder. There is no doubt about that. And if I'm a manager, I want a Paul Pogba in my team. The only issue with Paul Pogba is what him and his agent has said in the lead up to the RB Leipzig game and somewhat into this game. That's the issue with Paul Pogba for me. So I think if he came out and said what Mino Raiola said was rubbish, signed a new contract, boom, perfect, he can stay. Get him starting in this game. But he hasn't. The only extra information that's come out about that story is Paul Pogba threatening to sack Mino Raiola if he doesn't get his move. That tells you everything you need to know. He doesn't want to be here, so I don't see why he should be playing. But I'm a big fan of Paul Pogba. I think he's a fantastic player. But I just don't know. I don't think he should be playing. But anyway, you can see the Manchester United team on your left, right, there. And for Man City, it's Ederson, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Ruben Diaz, and Joao Cancelo. Of course, Aymeric Laporte on the bench. Then we got a midfield. Then they've got a midfield too, I should say, of Rodri and Fernandinho. Going forward is Riyad Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne, and Raheem Sterling, with Gabriel Jesus up top. Big games, big games. On the bench, they've got Stefan, Laporte, Mendy, Gundogan, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, and Fernand Torres. Come on. Alright, so let's sort. Come on. Kick off any minute now. Chris Kavanagh is the referee. Guardiola and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Nice little hug there. Handshake and a hug. So, captains are Fernandinho and, of course, Big Slabs. Who's kick off? Who's got kick off in this one? Well, looks at Manchester City and Gabriel Jesus. All right. I assume we're still doing the knee. And of course, in support of Black Lives Matter or no room for racism, I believe is the Premier League slogan for it. Right. So I don't like this camera angle. There we go. They've taken the knee. And camera slowly rises. And away we go in this Manchester derby. Big game. All right, McTominay finds Shaw. Shaw just launches it out. "24 minutes in and we haven't conceded yet. That's great. That's great for us. That is a great start for Manchester United." All right, Ederson. He just flicks it out wide. Pogba wins it, though. Oh, it's Fred playing as the lone defensive midfielder. And Kevin De Bruyne. Maguire as well. Shaw. Ball comes in. Well caught from David De Gea on the cross from Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, Fred is definitely the one in the middle. In a way, actually, we look like we're playing a 4-2-3-1. Hold on. We might be playing a 4-2-3-1 with Bruno out right, Marcus left, Greenwood up top, and Pogba at 10. Yeah, we're playing a 4-2-3-1. Sure. Oh, go on, Marcus. Offside. We're playing a 4-2-3-1 here. Oh no, this comes back central. Oh no, we're not playing that. That Bruno just drifted out wide. So let me actually just sort the Rashford. Shit. 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 There we go. That's sorted it. Sorted it. That went well. That went really wrong. Right, Maguire wins it in the air. So Freddie is playing as the central defensive midfielder. Pogba. Tackled by Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez, De Bruyne. He goes into Rodri. Sterling. João Cancelo made the overlap, but Sterling couldn't find him. Last 9 meetings at Old Trafford, Manchester City have won 6 of them. We've won 2, and there's been 1 draw. That's embarrassing from us. But Maguire with good interception. Wan-Bissaka wins a throw. Professional stream, yeah, I know. Oh, that went wrong. But it's all sorted now. Couldn't even tell. You can't even tell. Alright, Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Back to David De Gea. Bruno. McTominay. Lindelof. Oh, poor. What's going on here? Kevin De Bruyne. Well played from Wan-Bissaka. Fred as well. Oh. Fred looks hurt. Fred goes down holding his back. Oh, no, is it his side? I don't know what's happened. Oh, yeah. Just collision with Kevin De Bruyne. Nothing really there. He gets up. He'll be alright, Fred. He'll be alright, Freddie. Freddie boy. I think Fred today will be massive for us. But I don't... What is actually going on with this formation? I think it might be just a 4-2-4-2-2. Great tackle from Luke Shaw. Pogba. Bruno. Looks for Rashford. Bruno's taken out by Fernandinho. Book him, ref! How is that not a booking? He just snaps Bruno Fernandes. I get it's a derby, but that's booking. Booking. You can't just be like, oh, it's a derby. You can't give that. Well, I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong. In 10 minutes' time, when Fred clatters somebody, I'm going to be like, no, you got to give a yellow card for that. It's a derby. All right, Maguire, are you going to take it? Or are you going to stand there like a statue? Or is he running? We don't know. Lindelof. I mean, we haven't conceded and we're 6 minutes into this game. I bet is that better than what we did? Oh, Bruno's giving it away. I may have spoken too soon there. Kevin De Bruyne finds Raheem Sterling. Crap touch. What the fuck is Sterling's haircut? Sorry, Raheem, but there is no drip. That is no drip. Poor touch from Raheem Sterling. But we haven't conceded yet. We're 6 minutes in. I think we conceded... Was it the 6th or 8th minute we conceded against PSG? It was 2 minutes in we conceded against Leipzig. So we haven't conceded yet, which is good. Alright, Maguire, why are you just doing a standoff with Kevin De Bruyne in your own box? Just give it to Lindelof. David? Lindelof. Maguire? Alright. Maguire into Shaw. Back to Maguire. Maguire goes long. Looking for Rashford. But easy for, I think that was John Stones. Fred. Knocks it back. Oh, poor pass from Fred, really. And Riyad Mahrez. Maguire does really well from Maguire. I have to give it to Maguire. That was a good challenge. Pogba looking for Greenwood, but Cancelo comes out and intercepts. Cancelo. Finds Sterling. Sterling gives it back. Here is John Stones. Jonathan. He finds Kyle Walker. Back to Stones. Fernandinho. Mahrez. Out for a throw-in. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated and does mean a lot. Please do like and subscribe if you're new and you haven't already, and join this community. Right. Poor throw from Luke Shaw. Right to Manchester City, and here is Rodri. Finds Riyad Mahrez. No, sorry, Gabriel Jesus, but Luke Shaw with a fantastic tackle. Rashford turns out past Kyle Walker. Now 1v1 with 2v1 versus John Stones and Walker. Rashid tackled Ederson now. He just rolls it out to Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes, good pressing, and it's a throw-in high in Manchester City's area, pitch, side. Side's the word. All right, so João Cancelo to take the throw-in. You gonna take it, João? Rodri. Poor clearance from Cancelo, but McTominay can't do anything with it. Kyle Walker, not the best of clearances, but Ruben Diaz does a better job of it. But then McTominay can't find Mason Greenwood out on the right-hand side. Lindelof does really well. Bruno finds Greenwood. Lovely pass from Greenwood to find Bruno Fernandes. He switches it to Paul Pogba. Pogba. Lovely ball to Bruno Fernandes. He looks to put it across, but it's blocked. And I think it's out for a corner to Manchester United. That's fantastic football, though. And I mean, that's what Paul Pogba can do. It's a fantastic ball. And it is out for a corner. And that's what you pay Paul Pogba for that type of pass. And I mean, quality players play better with quality players. And we know that. But here is a corner for Manchester United. It will be Luke Shaw to take it. Puts it in. Back post! McTominay at the back post. Just misses it. Oh! Fantastic ball in. Lindelof missing the ball. Where is Maguire? Oh, McTominay sliding at the back post. Just missing the ball. Ooh, best chance of the game so far. Falls to Manchester United, though. Oh, that gives me confidence for this game. Ruben Diaz. He finds João Cancelo. Cancelo turns out and goes down the line. And McTominay has to do well here. Up against Raheem Sterling. Wan-Bissaka's out. McTominay fouls Sterling. Rodri switches it to Kyle Walker, who then goes into Riyad Mahrez, finds Kevin De Bruyne, turns back and gives it to Kyle Walker. Maguire slabhead inbound. I mean, I'll take a Harry Maguire goal. He started well, Harry Maguire. We're 11 minutes in, but he started well. Sterling. Lindelof just throws into the ground. Bloody hell. He just goes bang. Laporte's not happy on the ground. Laporte's not happy on the bench, I should say, not on the ground. Fernandinho gives it into Riyad Mahrez. He then finds Rodri. Just inside Manchester United's half. He goes back to John Stones. He then goes to Walker. No, Fernandinho, sorry. Back to Stones inside City's half. Diaz. Lovely ball into Kevin De Bruyne, and Maguire again does well to stop Gabriel Jesus' run. Shaw, Fred, Pogba, Shaw, Maguire. Maguire slips, but plays a long ball. Look to Wan-Bissaka and finds him. Bruno, back to Greenwood. Bruno. Lindelof. It's been an encouraging start, I have to say. It's been an encouraging start. Oh, Fred might have to come off. Fred's going to have to come off. Bring Matic on. He's gonna be a big miss, Fred. I don't think he should come off. He wants to come off. Fred wants to come off, but I mean, it's a collision injury, really, isn't it? It's a collision injury. I mean, I would bring Nemanja Matic on if Fred does have to come off, and so we can actually put we can play McTominay as a box to box, and we actually have a proper defensive midfielder in there. And then later on, bring on Donny van der Beek. Oh, Fred saying he should be. I think Fred's saying, "Give me 10. Give me 10. I'll be all right." Fred is walking off the pitch. I don't. I don't want Fred to come off. Fred, yeah, Fred's not going to come off. Fred ain't going to come off. Look, if we are playing this diamond, I think best case scenario, you bring Matic on. Fred's not coming off. Fred's running back on. Go on, Fred! Freddie Mondo. Freddie Mondo. Alright. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. He goes across to David De Gea. De Gea into Shaw. Pogba. Pogba not makes Kyle Walker, but he recovers and finds John Stones, who goes across to Diaz. Rodri. Fernandinho. Walker. Stones. Cancelo. Diaz. Stones. And they're just knocking it around just inside Manchester City's own half. Here. Fernandinho. Diaz, sorry. Stones. Fernandinho. They go long. Looking for Kyle Walker. Luke Shaw does well. But only can give away a free kick, a throw in. Deep into our half. Here is Kyle Walker to take that throw. Oh, Maguire, what are you doing? Oh, I mean, if that's any other centre back, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. But I mean, realistically, Maguire's done well there. Realistically. Yeah, I have to say, Maguire started this game well. Alright. Maguire. Sure. Maguire. De Gea. Lindelof. Oh, lovely flick from Bruno Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka finds Greenwood. Bruno. Bruno, lovely. Oh, look for the crossfield ball, but just not enough on it. Pogba wins it. Go on. Pogba's putting himself about, I have to say. Fred as well. Plays out to Luke Shaw. Beats Riyad Mahrez. He then finds them. Paul Pogba. He then goes easy into Fred. Paul Pogba's having a very good start to this football game. Maguire, Lindelof goes long, looking for Bruno Fernandes. I don't know if he got anything on that. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno launches out for a throw-in. Look at that. That is Bruno. That is world class from Bruno Fernandes. And it's a fantastic. Well, it's nearly a perfect ball from Victor Lindelof. Rodri. Riyad Mahrez. Diaz finds João Cancelo. And we're playing very well today, Manchester United. We are playing very, very well. As I would have expected. Cancelo. Goes long. Lindelof heads clear. McTominay. Foul from McTominay. Don't expect that to be the only time you hear me say that today. Alright, Stones. Kyle Walker. Back to Stones. He goes into Diaz. Cancelo. Well tackle from Greenwood. I think honestly, Man United probably had the better start. Stones. Rodri. Rodri into Fernandinho. Back to Rodri. Stones. Lovely cross ball into João Cancelo. Cancelo beats Greenwood, who's got back. Oh, lovely play. Raheem Sterling's in here. Beats. Oh, brilliant. Oh, Maguire does well in the end, clears it. Brilliant from Raheem Sterling. He beat Wan-Bissaka, all ends up. Diaz. He goes back into Ederson. Man City need Ballo to do the Wales. Ah, oh, poor. Poor from you. Poor from you, Charlie. Poor from you. Alright, Stones. To Diaz. Fernandinho. Goes long. Short. Does well. Fred. To Lindelof. What do you mean? You've just disappointed me. Bringing up that 6-1. Poor from Greenwood, looking for a run from Rashford. Right, Ederson. He goes back into Ruben Diaz. Diaz, he goes in to João Cancelo. Cancelo back into Diaz. Diaz into Rodri. Fernandinho. Rodri. John Stones. Back to Rodri. Oh, poor pass from Rodri, and Paul Pogba now has the ball. Runs past Fernandinho. Paul Pogba looks. Ref! Wins a free kick. Really good play from Paul Pogba and Manchester United. Rodri's foul on Pogba. Pogba's played very well today. I have to say, Paul Pogba has played really well. And I imagine it will be Bruno Fernandes to take the free kick. Come on. And it looks like it is Bruno Fernandes stepping over it. So it is Rashford and Fred though, but I don't think any of them are taking it over Bruno. Go on, Bruno. Bruno and Rashford stepping over it. Most likely will be Bruno Fernandes to take it. Come on, Bruno. Bruno takes. Deflected. Out for a corner. Decent attempt from Bruno Fernandes. Hit the corner. Hit the... McTominay let it go for a corner. Controversial. But last corner, it was a very good ball in from Luke Shaw. Let's hope for the same. Come on. Shaw. Decent ball in. Pogba at the back post. Well headed clear from Kyle Walker. Fred hooks it back in. Rodri does well though. Here is Gabriel Jesus. Pogba does really well there. That's not a... Ref! Pogba literally got the ball. Bad free kick there. Pogba gives it away, but shouldn't have been. Shouldn't have been a free kick. Pogba literally, clearly hooked the ball. Right. Walker. He gives it into Riyad Mahrez. Walker. John Stones. Scott. No, it's not Scott. Stones. Walker looks across the ball. Greenwood just misses the interception. Cancelo finds Raheem Sterling. Harry Maguire. Brilliant there from Harry Maguire. He stepped up today so far, Harry Maguire. Oh, ball in, behind Gabriel Jesus. Wan-Bissaka did well. Really good play from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Tracking the run. But, actually, I take that back. Wan-Bissaka, what is he doing? He does really well tracking him, but where is Harry Maguire steps up and Wan-Bissaka is so deep. Poor defensive line from Wan-Bissaka, but good tracking and one-on-one defending to see Jesus shoot wide. Was just over. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof. Poor ball from Lindelof. And here is Fernandinho. Fouls Kyle Walker. Walker will put the ball in. Fred does well. But it's only out to Fernandinho. Paul Pogba can't win the tackle. Fernandinho puts the ball in. Maguire, good header out. But it's only to Rodri. He then flicks it back over. But McTominay does well. Bruno, poor header. And Rodri. McTominay just takes him out. Oh, that's awful from Scott McTominay. McTominay. He's getting booked. He's getting booked. Whether or not it's at this right now, today he will be booked. It was an awful challenge. Literally, Rodri skips past him, kicks the ball, and then McTominay just goes bang. Kevin De Bruyne and Riyad Mahrez standing over this free kick. What a man, Scott McTominay. What a man. Alright, so here's Mahrez and De Bruyne standing over the ball. Mahrez puts it in. David De Gea saves. We love the passion. The passion merchant. John Stones did connect with a header. But I think Lindelof got something on it as well, which just completely took all the pace off of it. Yeah, he did. Good play from good defender from Victor Lindelof. Rashford. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Harry Maguire. Go on, Harold. Harry Maguire's had a very good game so far. Although he gives the ball away here and doesn't make the recovery challenge. Or he's deemed to have actually made the recovery challenge. He did foul him. You can't take the man on the ball, not both, Charlie. Take the man on the ball, not both. Diaz. Stones gave it to Walker, but back. Ederson goes long. It's a poor pass from Ederson, especially considering his standards. Gareth Southgate here. Wish he wasn't. Hope he got sacked. Wish he was sacked. Alright, here is Luke Shaw. Ruben Dias just launches it upfield. Maguire up against Jesus does well. Sees out for a throw in. Alright. Who are we going to take this throw? Alright, McTominay does well. Intercepts The throw. Gives it back to Lindelof. Lindelof, do something. Finds Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka. Back to Lindelof. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Finds McTominay. McTominay. Lovely football from Manchester United in that corner. Oh, great football. Bruno Fernandes now. Finds Wan-Bissaka. Oh, lovely play. Go on, Bruno. Oh, poor ball from Bruno Fernandes. Looking for Greenwood. Oh. Ederson, poor pass. Pogba. Good play. Good defending. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic football from Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka's right in amongst it. But he's proven he can play football, Wan-Bissaka. He just doesn't have the confidence to do it when he doesn't have to. But Ederson here, his passing has been poor today. Bruno won it, found Pogba, and just... I don't know. It is a corner to Man United, so Shaw, Stones must have got something on it. Shaw puts the ball in. Header Maguire over the bar. Good header from Maguire. Unlucky. Unlucky. He's reaching it. He's always reaching. Did well to make contact and just over the bar. But it's a positive start from Manchester United. Well, positive first half. First half hour. Diaz. Cancelo. Ruben Diaz. Stones. Ederson goes long. Kevin De Bruyne. We haven't seen much of De Bruyne at all really today. Mahrez gets behind Shaw, but Shaw recovers. 1v1 now. And Shaw does well to make the tackle. Here is Bruno Fernandes. Fred. Back to Bruno. Looks for the ball, but overhit. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. Of course, the score is still 0-0. If you are enjoying, please do hit the like button below. Subscribe if you're new, and please do share the stream with your friends and whoever else. It is greatly appreciated. And obviously do get involved in the live chat. Alright, here is Kevin De Bruyne. Lovely ball into João Cancelo. Cancelo finds Raheem Sterling. Sterling 1v1 with Victor Lindelof. Lindelof does well. Oh, Wan-Bissaka does well. After a good ball from Rodri. Fred. Quickly, Fred. Wins a foul. From, I think it was Cancelo. Come on. Come on, United. I mean, out of both teams, we've looked most likely to score with our chances we've created. So that gives me confidence. Alright, here is Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. Luke Shaw. Gets the ball stuck under his foot. Brilliant. Harry Maguire. Maguire, lovely long full cross ball. Fernandinho. Rodri. Stones. Diaz. Pogba pressing well. Ball goes long. Mahrez. Sterling. Shaw does really well. And it will be a Man City throw. Mahrez is appealing for a push in the back. It was a push in the back, but it's not been given. Back to Stones. Back to Ederson inside his own 6-yard box. Plays it to Fernandinho. To Stones. Rodri. Goes long. Cancelo does well. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno. Oh. Not brilliant from John Stones there. But Man City just about get away with it. Jesus. Jesus 1-on-1 now. Finds Kevin De Bruyne. Finds Riyad Mahrez. Unmarked. David De Gea saves. Kevin De Bruyne fires over. Oh, that was close. That was very close from Manchester City. That should be 1-0. 1-0, sorry. Nothing we can really do. Lovely play from Kevin De Bruyne. Found Riyad Mahrez. And good save from David De Gea. Great save from David De Gea. Closes the angle. That's a good save. Brilliant from David De Gea. Alright, Maguire into Lindelof. And I mean, David De Gea there proving why he should be starting. Bruno flicks it to McTominay. Not great from McTominay, really. Diaz gives it into Rodri. Stones. Fernandinho. He goes into Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, I'll be interested to see. I hope Martial can come on today. Donny van de Beek. I mean, largely I wouldn't change it. I think if Fred or particularly McTominay gets booked, then you look to take him off. But largely, I think you keep it the same for now. In midfield, we've looked alright. But I can see us half-time taking Fred off for Nemanja Matic, to be honest. Diaz. Stones. Rodri. Poor pass looking for Mahrez, and Luke Shaw just picks it up. McTominay. Lovely ball into Maguire. I shit myself every time I see Maguire get the ball. Alright. Fred. Into Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Maguire into Fred. Fred back into Lindelof. McTominay into Wan-Bissaka. Bruno. Sure. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Maguire. Maguire goes long. Oh, finds Bruno Fernandes. I think that may have touched his hand though. So, if it did, preferably let's not score here. Let's get a corner which we score from. Wan-Bissaka. Poor ball in from Wan-Bissaka. I can see why he doesn't cross. I can see why he doesn't cross. That was awful. That was awful. But so we're throwing to Man City. McTominay. Lindelof, just inside our own half. He's into McTominay. Sure. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely play. Here's Luke Shaw. Rashford. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes went for it. Went for something. It's out for a corner kick. It will be Bruno Fernandes to take it. Come on! Come on! Come on, let's go to goal! Rashford's also going to be going up there to stand with him. Hold his hand. Have a little smooch, maybe. I'm joking, obviously. Go on. Go on, Bruno. Stick a good ball in. Bruno puts the ball in. Lindelof! Over the bar. Close. Not bad from Lindelof. At least he won it. Maguire. Maguire! What are you doing, Maguire? Oh, Maguire! I said earlier he had a little standoff with De Bruyne where they were both just standing still. He's done the same with Jesus there. Got tackled, but Lindelof did well and got back and cleared. Pogba foul on Fernandinho there. We've not been on the ball City today. Well, actually, we have been. We're just lapses of judgment, which is what always costs us, isn't it? Stones, come on. I want United go in this first half. All right, Walker, Mahrez, back to Walker, Fernandinho, Stones, Diaz. There's Raheem Sterling. Sterling. Ball in to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez 1v1 with Maguire. Maguire does really well. Brilliant from Harry Maguire. Maguire's had a fantastic game today so far. Bruno, lovely flick. Tomney, Fred. Back to Bruno. Bruno plays it out to Luke Shaw. He goes into Fred. Fred, lovely ball out to Paul Pogba. Pogba does well, turns. Finds Fred. Fred lets it run. Then goes out to Wan-Bissaka. Pogba was fouled, but referee has paid advantage. Greenwood finds McTominay. Back to Greenwood. Back to McTominay. Lindelof. Back to Maguire. Pogba. Lovely ball. Shaw looks to put the ball in. John Stones does well. We Man United throw here. He goes. Shaw throws it back to Victor Lindelof. McTominay. Shaw. Lindelof. Maguire. Fred. I'm just amazed we didn't see a 5 back today. And I'm happy we didn't see a 5 back. So I think we've played quite well. Bruno. Fred. Oh, lovely turn from Paul Pogba. Finds Greenwood. Greenwood strikes. Great block from Ruben Diaz. Fantastic block from Ruben Diaz to deny Marcus Rashford. Harry Maguire. Lindelof. He goes into David De Gea. De Gea. Poor ball from David De Gea. But it's alright. It falls back to David De Gea. We're approaching half time. Fred. McTominay. Finds Wan-Bissaka. I have to say, McTominay today has been a bit more. As he hasn't been terrible. Some of his challenges have been woeful, but he's a lot of the time he's looked to play it forward a little bit more, which is good. He hasn't been amazing still, but he hasn't been terrible. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to say that. It takes a lot for me to say that, but he hasn't been terrible. Maguire, poor ball. Lindelof, foul. Diaz. Back to Stones. George Stones gives back to Ruben Diaz. He goes into Cancelo. Diaz. Stones. Stones. Walker. Gives it back to Ederson. Ederson finds Diaz. Cancelo. Fernandinho. Raheem Sterling does really well. Gets away from Victor Lindelof. Shaw with a fantastic challenge. Fantastic. Oh, Fred. Brilliant from Fred. McTominay finds Marcus Rashford. Oh, poor from Marcus Rashford looking for Mason Greenwood. Just a little bit too much on it. And it looks there was 1 minute of added time, which looks to be about up. And to be honest, I don't know who you bring Martial on for. I don't think Greenwood or Rashford have, but neither of them particularly a good game. I think Rashford's more likely to cause. If you give both of them a chance, I think Greenwood scores more. If you give both Rashford and Greenwood the same chance 100 times, Greenwood's more likely to score than Greenwood will score more than Rashford. However, I think Rashford's will be better at getting into that opportunity with his pace, and I think he's better and his dribbling ability. So I don't know who you bring Martial on for, but I think you do bring Martial on. I think hold up play is a bit better. He can dribble, and he hasn't been in form, but he was our top goal scorer last season. So to say he can't score is unfair. But first half, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm content with it, to be honest. I don't think we've played badly. I don't. So we'll just have to wait and find out what happens in the second half. Will we make subs? Of course, if we're looking at my bet, McTominay hasn't been booked. So, but that's if he doesn't come off, that's definitely going to come in the second half. Man United to win or draw. It looks likely. Out of the two teams, we've looked the most dangerous, so that could happen. But 3 goals is going to have to be a busy second half, and Man United won't open up. I mean, I'd rather us win this game 1-0 than us lose it. Well, us draw it or whatever, and my bet come through. So, look, I hope we can win it. I think we can. Right. What's everyone's thoughts about that first half? What's everyone's thoughts? I think we've had the better chances, but the best chance fell to Riyad Mahrez and Manchester City. But what can we do? Sometimes we've had good chances where the final ball has just been a bit off, but that will get better in the second half. You'd hope. And look, we'll get better. We will get better. We've got Martial on the bench, who will improve us. Donny van der Beek can come on for a bit of playmaking ability. So we can win this game. We can definitely win this game. Anyway. Oh, let me stop the timer. Right. So, I'm going to go fill my drink up. Please do, if please do get involved in the live chat, and I'll come back and obviously respond to all that. Please do like, subscribe, and share the channel and the link to the stream, and just like the stream in general. If you are new, you haven't already, and you are enjoying it, and see you in 5 minutes. Hello, I'm back. I've also got some toast because I'm fancy. So, Charlie, Man U are second half players. Yeah, we are. We've done very well in the second half in recent weeks. So I hope we can match that. I mean, I'm going to mute myself so I can eat my toast. You can just watch me. Right. So second half. Ooh. To me, I think we leave it fairly the same. Maybe you try to bring on Martial at half time, but you leave it fairly the same, and you see how second half starts. And if we're struggling in the second half, then you make changes. But unless we're struggling, just keep it largely the same and see if we can create something. At the end of the day, a win's a win, isn't it? A win's a win. Doesn't matter if it's 1-0 or doesn't matter if it's 5-0. As long as we win this game, that's all we need to do. Right, second half will be kicking off any time now, really, I'd imagine. There we go. Hold up. Oh, we are scranning some toast, Charlie. We are scranning some toast. Good scran, good scran. Oh, the boys are coming out. Yet. I've left my drink downstairs. Brilliant. Right. I'm going to have to be quick then. Alright. 5 minutes. Right, I'm back. That wasn't long. Right, kickoff is here. We have kicked off. Right then. Come on. Come on. Big second half of the boys. Got a drink. Got a drinky dink. Greenwood. Rashford. Greenwood. McTominay. Rodri. Lovely play. Out for a throw into Manchester United in our own half. Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood finds McTominay. McTominay, Fred. Fred opens up. Lovely ball out to Luke Shaw. Shaw. Out to Pogba. Goes out to Wan-Bissaka crossfield. It finds Greenwood. Finds McTominay. McTominay turns. Get fouled, but gets out brilliantly. Finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes finds Green. Go on, Rashford. Rashford. Penalty. Penalty to Manchester United. Come on. Come on. Penalty to United. It may be offside. Now, I want to say this now. It could have been offside. It's a definite penalty. Here's the replay. Yeah. He kicks him. I think it's offside. I think it's offside. I think it's offside. He's offside. Look at that. He's miles off. Miles offside there, Bruno. Marcus Rashford. It won't be a penalty. Why are we still look at these lines? It's clear he's offside. Offside. That was. What is on his shoulder at the ref? Why can't my player just run on side? No, I mean it's a good run for Rashford. He was offside. He should do better there. He's looking down the line. He has to do better there for me, Marcus Rashford, to stay on side. But it was a great ball from Bruno Fernandes. It's good. It's good to see that we are going to create chances, and we are still going to create chances. Fred, Bruno to Pogba. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne falls over. Rashford. Go on, Shaw. Kyle Walker goes back to Ederson. Ederson. Diaz. Stones. Walker. Fernandinho. De Bruyne. Maguire heads it. Jesus. Cancelo. Rodrigo. Jesus. Jesus cuts in. Still Gabriel Jesus. McTominay. Awful from McTominay. Could have just cleared it. Takes it to our own corner and he sees that for a throw into Manchester City. Cheers, Scott. One good thing for Manchester United, there is obviously no Sergio Aguero on the bench, so it's going to be Gabriel Jesus up top all match, or we're either going to see Fernan Torres or Raheem Sterling go up top. Come on. Mahrez. Oh, good play from Bruno. Go on, Rashford. Good tackle from Fernandinho. Wan-Bissaka, Bruno. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Finds McTominay. He does well. McTominay. Greenwood. Really good play from Mason Greenwood out to Luke Shaw. Fred. McTominay. Oh, lovely flick from McTominay. McTominay's having a very, very good second half. Bruno. Lovely ball over the top to Mason Greenwood. Cuts in. Shoots. Just didn't really get anything on it. Didn't get enough on it. Cuts in. And goes for goal. Probably should play it into Marcus Rashford there. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne running through here. 1v1 with Harry Maguire. Maguire does well. But De Bruyne gets it back. Here's Fernandinho. It goes from range. Well, De Gea keeps it on and launches it down the line. Good play from David De Gea. Diaz. Cancelo. Fernandinho. Stones. Dino. Alright, thank you all for tuning in. Please do like, subscribe and share if you are new and you haven't already. Alright. Cancelo. Tackled. From McTominay. Again, he's had a fantastic second half. I keep saying it. He's been fantastic this second half so far. Here's Paul Pogba. Plays it into Marcus Rashford. Slightly too wide. Rashford shoots. Oh, that's so poor from Marcus Rashford. Poor from Marcus Rashford. He might be offside as well. No, he wasn't offside. He can't be offside. He's not offside. And poor I don't know why Rashford takes it on his left there. Got the ball. Probably to me, should take a touch, cut in, and then fire it to the back post. But no, he goes for it on his left to try and get the front post. Maguire, good header. Dino goes into midfield. Maguire does really well. Bruno Fernandes beats Kevin De Bruyne. Sure. Maguire. De Gea just launches it up pitch. Up pitch. Diaz completely misses the header. But Stones can just easily take it down unchallenged. Rodri. Cancelo. I mean, I stand by the point. I think we've played quite well today. I think Martial coming on could be and would be beneficial to their front line, but I don't know if it will actually happen. All right, here's Lindelof, Maguire, Donny van der Beek. Is he going to come on today? At this rate, I don't think he will. And I wouldn't be too opposed to that, to be honest. Oh, poor from Maguire there. Maguire's had a good game, but that was poor from him. It'll be Kyle Walker to take the throw. No one. Well, there are players warming up for Man United. Oh, at least for City there are Foden, Torres, Silva, all warming up for Manchester City. Stones, Rodri, back to Stones. Walker. Poor pass, Rashford intercepts. Here is Marcus Rashford. Can we not have the free kick? Maguire. Lindelof. Lovely ball out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Goes into Paul Pogba. Greenwood. Out to Shaw. Just give it to Bruno. Bruno into Maguire. Alright, give it to Lindelof and go into Fred. You can't know. Bruno goes long. Poor ball from Bruno Fernandes, really, there. But it's not been a bad second half, really, all things considered. What, we're 11 minutes into the second half? I think you take this so far. Fernandinho. Cancelo. Fernandinho. Diaz. Cancelo. Diaz. Fernandinho. Rodri. Looks for Kyle Walker, but will be out for a throw into Manchester United. Guardiola not happy. I think he wants to seem to play a bit wider. Oh, poor from Luke Shaw. Kevin De Bruyne. Maguire as well. Not really out to anyone. Mahrez can't keep the ball in play. It will be a Manchester United throw. Approaching the hour mark, I think I've just seen Tony Martial warming up. Obviously, Martial scored twice. Well, in both games last year against City in the league last year. Diaz. Out to Cancelo. Jesus. Short as well. Lindelof heads clear. But not too far away. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Rodri. He finds Kyle Walker. Out wide 1v1 with Luke Shaw. Puts the ball in. McTominay does well and clears. Cancelo. out to Raheem Sterling, 1v1 with Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, again 1v1 with, this time, Cancelo, but Wan-Bissaka wins the tackle, but Cancelo keeps it. Ball shot wide from Fernandinho. Whew. Decent game so far. Let's just watch this again. Fernandinho never really hitting the target there. Never really hitting the target there. Alright, Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Go on, Lindelof. Flicks. Oh, that's really poor from Victor Lindelof. Kyle Walker. Stones. Mahrez. Back to Stones. Ederson goes long. De Gea as well. Maguire. I don't know why De Gea came out of his box, really. I would have thought I'd just grab it, and then try to play it out. But he headed it to Maguire, and Maguire shat himself. He's done a Gary Lineker. Oh, poor from Bruno Fernandes. Foul in on Fernandinho. And we've got Telles, Matic, Donny van der Beek and Anthony Martial all warming up here. Obviously, only 3 can come on. If out of them 4, Telles for me doesn't come on. Shaw's playing well. I think we need Shaw. Martial and Donny van der Beek, I would say come on. I would say leave Matic for now. Oh, poor free kick there from Kevin De Bruyne. That will be a goal kick. Wan-Bissaka finds Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba does really well here. Driving forward. Poor pass. Oh no! I thought it was a poor pass, but he found Bruno really well. And he wins a free kick there. Or throw in. Is that not going to be a free kick? No, it's just going to be thrown to Man United. I thought Paul Pogba overhit it, but turns out Bruno Fernandes was out there. Shaw will take. Come on, Shaw. Come on, Lukey. Do you reckon like Alex Telles just doesn't really know who Shaw is and just thinks he's a left back? No, thinks he's a centre back, just playing at left back today. Alright. Maguire. Bruno. Back to Maguire. Lindelof. McTominay. Into Maguire. Sure. Maguire. Back to Lindelof. Into Fred. To Shaw. Go on, back to the back line. And again! Maguire, he'll give it to Lindelof, will he? Go on, give it to Lindelof. Oh, no, he doesn't. He goes cross field to Greenwood, who just about keeps it on. And finds McTominay. McTominay does really well. Oh, it's fantastic ball from McTominay. But Stones does well. And Ederson just clears upfield. McTominay wins it in the air. Oh, Pogba wins it. Plays it in Bruno Fernandes. Pulls it back. But it's well defended. Not the best. Well, not the cleanest of contacts and cutbacks. Oh. Wan-Bissaka could be in trouble here. He hasn't meant to catch him. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I thought it was a lot worse than it was. I thought Wan-Bissaka just studied Jesus in the chest. He hasn't. He's just collided with the two. The two have just collided. It's fine. Thank God. I thought we was in trouble for a second there. But here's Rodri. He goes into Gabriel Jesus, who's dropped deep. Who goes out to Cancelo. Ball out. De Bruyne. Walker. Rodri. Fernandinho. Stones. Oh, Pogba slips. Oh, Kyle Walker does really well and we could be exposed here. McTominay filling the gap. Wan-Bissaka versus Sterling. Wan-Bissaka does brilliantly. Brilliant from Wan-Bissaka. Wins a goal kick. Even better from Wan. And Ferran Torres is now coming on. I think, is that for Riyad Mahrez? It is for Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez is off. Ferran Torres is on. Ferran Torres has been fantastic this season for Manchester City in the Champions League, scoring a lot of goals. So let's hope he doesn't continue that run here in the Premier League, in the Barclays. Maguire. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno looked for McTominay. Slightly overhit. Here is Raheem Sterling. Kevin De Bruyne. McTominay does well. Plays it out. But it's not out further enough. Rodri finds Kyle Walker. He finds Torres. Torres does really well. But Shaw gets back and does even better. And just clears it upfield. But Stones does well. I don't really know what Rashford's done there. He just let him run past him. De Bruyne. João Cancelo. Jesus. De Bruyne. Where's the subs, Ollie? Where's the subs? Torres. Rodri. Switch to the side. Here is Cancelo. 1v1 with Wan-Bissaka. He puts the ball in. Jesus is in. Finds it De Bruyne. Harry Maguire. Big block. Jesus. Wan-Bissaka intercepts. Let's just get it clear, Wan. He does. And Diaz does well to skin Rashford. Cancelo. Rodri. Walker. Pogba pressing. De Bruyne. Fred comes over to... Finds Torres. De Bruyne. De Bruyne's pass intercepted by Pogba. Pogba foul by Fernand. Look him, ref! McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno. Back to McTominay. Lindelof. Maguire. Shaw. Greenwood. Fred. Oh, Fred. Bruno. Poor first touch from Bruno Fernandes. And Man City will now look to break. Here is Kevin De Bruyne, Paul Pogba chasing back. De Bruyne plays it into Fernando Torres. 1v1 now with Luke Shaw. Someone mark. De Bruyne. Shot from De Bruyne. Well wide. Oh, it's not gone off. It's not gone. Cancelo's got it. Never went. But Wan-Bissaka wins it. Fred. Lovely pass into Paul Pogba. Falls over the ball. Walker goes for the challenge, but as Pogba trying to avoid the challenge, we want Brandon. We do not want Brandon. Alright, Rodri. Fernandinho. Come on, Ollie, get the subs on. I know we're playing well. Well, we're doing alright, but Man City is starting to swamp us a bit here. They get a lot of the ball right outside our area. Get the subs on. Sterling. Brilliant challenge from Wan-Bissaka. Stones. Edison. He goes in to Diaz. Come on, I think where's Tony? Come on, bring Tony on, Ollie. Right, Stones. Edison. Cancelo into Rodri. Rodri switches the flanks to Kyle Walker. Torres looking to beat Shaw. Shaw does really well. Here's Shaw. Shaw's been fantastic today. Poor from Harry Maguire. And you know it could be open here. Sterling. De Bruyne. Cancelo puts it in. Brilliant block from Wan-Bissaka on the slide. Come on. We've stepped off. Oh, Shaw's knackered. Oh, no. Shaw's down. This is the problem you always have, Luke Shaw. Martial is coming on. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. I don't know if Shaw's injured or not. Which means we could see Brandon. We could see Brando. But if Shaw does have to come off, it probably will be for Tellez. Alright, De Bruyne to take the corner. Ball comes in. Bruno Fernandes, easy head away. Right at the front post. Here is Cancelo. He goes long to Gabby Jesus. Jesus puts it in. Pogba clears. Sure, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, Mason Greenwood, sorry. Fred loses out. Luckily, Rodri and Jesus run into each other and allows United to recover slightly. Cancelo. And United are just dropping back now. We need to bring some players on in that midfield. Try and actually get something going. Greenwood, a good tackle on Torres. Right. Martial is now coming on for, I imagine, Greenwood. It is for Greenwood. I think Greenwood's played well. He hasn't had much, but so he's played well, Greenwood, but it's no surprise. I probably would have taken Rashford off. But Greenwood's played really well today. Well, for what he could do, he hasn't had much to live off. Oh, Pogba wins it. Finds Martial. Bruno. Oh, awful from Bruno Fernandes. Poor touch. Looks to control it with his studs and just didn't control it. Ollie, he's looking fierce. Slay Queen, slay. Walker, he'll be the one to take this throne for Manchester City. Takes it. Maguire gets across well and heads it away, but City still have the ball. Jesus now takes it down. Fred wins it, but he keeps the ball. Jesus. Cancelo. Lindelof, brilliant from Victor Lindelof. Oh, that is class. Wan-Bissaka beaten, and Lindelof just comes sliding in and slams the ball off of Cancelo out for a throw. So it would be as Wan-Bissaka did throw it to Lindelof, who gave it to Maguire as always. Lindelof. Goals in the final 15 minutes. Manchester United have 8 this season. The second most, only after Leicester. So, this game's still there for us. Here is Harry Maguire. Great football. McTominay. Maguire. Lindelof. McTominay. Martial, lovely flick. Bruno. Oh! Look, nearly found Rashford. Rashford was just a little bit like, what is it? Let's say he's 6 foot. If he was 6 foot 1.5, no, 6.5 he would have got to that and it would have been a good chance. Just slightly overhit from Bruno. Long ball out wide. Torres. Walker. Torres. Diaz. Sterling. 1v1 with Wan-Bissaka. Goes back to Cancelo. He goes back. Here is Stones. Rodrigo. Walker. Jesus. Torres. Back to Jesus. Fernandinho. Fernand Torres. 1v1 with Shaw. Out for a goal kick. Torres just overplaying it. What does everyone think of the game so far, though? Do we see a goal coming? Also, Charlie, you went for 2-0 to either of the Manchester clubs. I don't know. That might not be coming. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Right. My stream just lagged a bit, so now we're behind a bit. I don't know. Now it's all gone pixelated, so I have no idea where we are. There we go. Now we're back on track. Alright, Pogba. He goes up to Luke Shaw. Maguire. Fred. Get it out to Wan-Bissaka. Get it out to Wan-Bissaka. Alright, now between the lines to Rashford. Brilliant. Great football. Martial's made a run, Rashford. Find him. Oh, great run from Martial. Rashford didn't find him. Didn't even look for him. Fred. Poor ball. And Ederson easy to collect. And rolls out quickly to Rodri. Who finds Sterling. Sterling. And Maguire now goes into the book after fouling Jesus. And now it's going to be... This is a good area for Manchester City to have a free kick in. It will be who? Kevin De Bruyne will step over it. We all know Kevin De Bruyne. They've got that De Bruyne to take it. That De Bruyne. He's a decent player, isn't he, Kevin De Bruyne? He's not bad. And David De Gea conceded quite a few of his last three kicks on target, if not all of his last two, I think. So this could be a chance. Takes it. De Gea would have got there, but it's blocked. Kyle Walker. We're in the last 10 minutes of this match now. De Bruyne. Where's Donny? Rodri. Is it corner or is it goal kick? I think it's a corner. Yeah, it's going to be a corner to Manchester City. Come on, we need to actually get going. Come on. Come on. De Bruyne will take it. Ball comes in. McTominay heads clear. Torres, awful ball back into the box, and Wan-Bissaka wins it. Ruben Diaz beats Marcel in the air. Here is Wan-Bissaka. Looks to play the ball to Rashford, but Cancelo intercepts. Fernandinho. Stones. Rodri. Walker. Also, Charlie, I've just realised Brandon Williams isn't even on the bench, mate. Oh. Man United win a throw in on just into Manchester City's half. And there's Pep Guardiola's ball dead. Oh. And here is Sterling. To De Bruyne. Sterling, watch out, Maguire. Sterling goes down like a sack of shit. Maguire touches him, Sterling falls over. Never a penalty. Also, his haircut still looks atrocious. It still looks atrocious. Alright. Who's taking this? Alright, De Gea. He goes long. Stones wins well up against Martial. Walker. United throw. Foden's loving it. Oh, Martial. We don't know. Apparently he's fouled someone. I bet it's not. Look, there's a difference. Look, this is the levels of these two clubs right now. Man United, a bigger team. We beat them both times last year. Yeah, we're happy to go for a draw here. Man City are going for it. They smell blood and they want to win this game. Levels. Throw in though. Throwing. Why am I getting throws and free kicks mixed up? Free kick to Manchester United off because of an offside call. Maguire. Lindelof. Lovely ball out to Wan-Bissaka. Poor ball from Wan-Bissaka. Ederson just launches it long. Torres takes it down. That's not a foul. Sure foul for Torres. Alright. Walker will take the free kick. Notice I didn't say throw in that time. Torres, Walker. Out to Diaz. Diaz goes long. Sterling now 1v1 with Lindelof. Sterling does well and finds Cancelo. Finds Rodri. Sterling. Rodri. Poor pass, really. Behind Kyle Walker. Torres. Jesus. Fernandinho. Gabriel Jesus. Pogba, watch yourself. We don't look like winning this game, to be honest, at this point. We're just sitting back and trying to stop them from creating chances. Both teams have had 9 shots. Only 1 shot on target from each. Fred finds Martial. Foul. Book him. Book not Lindelof. Book Fernandinho. How has he not been booked? He should have been booked. There he has been booked. Thank God. He should have been booked for 10 minutes into the game for an awful challenge on Bruno. But Fernandinho has been put into the book. Bruno. Sure. Back to Bruno Fernandes. McTominay. David De Gea. Goes long to Paul Pogba, finds him. He finds McTominay. Fred. Sure. Maguire. It's a long ball to Wan-Bissaka and finds it. Good ball from Harry Maguire. Wan-Bissaka finds Paul Pogba. Pogba can't. Looks to break the lines but can't. Here is McTominay. Martial. Finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes strike! Ederson saves. It was good play from Martial. See, it's the first time really we've done something like integral. Just a bit of intricacy around the box all game. It's what Martial brings. Alright, here is Stones. He goes into Diaz. Oh, no, sorry, it was the Rodri who went into Diaz. Ederson launches long. Maguire wins it. Cancelo. Rodri. Cancelo. Oh, goal kick. Good play from Maguire. I think he's had a few iffy moments, but on the whole, he's played quite well with Maguire in what was a big game. Come on. Right. Lindelof goes into Maguire. Harry Maguire. It sounds like he should be Irish, doesn't it? Alright. Martial takes it down really well. Poor from Martial there, but he wins it. He does win it back. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Goes into Lindelof. Finds McTominay. Finds Wan-Bissaka, who then just does launch it long. Really good play from Maguire. Fred. Pogba's making a good run. But here's Rashford. Fred. Bruno. Bruno Fernandes! Ooh. Just wide. See, was the ball to Martial one? Not really. Not terrible. How much added time? I've imagined about 5. 2. I mean, that is about right. I just went 5 because I thought it's Derby. There hasn't been much like stoppages, really. Sure, just launches it out. Come on. Rodri. Strike! David De Gea saves. Oh! Oh! I had a little heart attack. De Gea will go long. Ball falls to Bruno. Pogba. Fred. Maguire. Cancelo. Oh, Jesus is in. Literally no one near him. Oh, he's fucked it. He's fucked it. Oh, De Bruyne over the bar. He was. Why is the ref not giving that? I'm sorry. There's about half a minute wasted for fucking that. He's miles off. Oh my god, this offside was a joke. Look, this game is going to end a draw now. 2 minutes. The 2 minutes are up. Gone long. And that's it. Manchester Derby ends in a ball draw. That's disappointing. I mean, what? Pointless, really, overall. Michael Carrick and Pep Guardiola having a good chat there. I mean, both teams will take a draw, I guess, but it's disappointing for Manchester Derby to end in the way it did. But where are the subs? We saw one substitute in that game. Where is Donny van der Beek? Where was Nemanja Matic, I guess? Where was Alex Telles? Maybe. I don't know. But Donny van der Beek should come on. There was what, about 20, 25 minutes of that the back end of that second half, we were under the cosh. We were under the cosh. And what did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer do? He sat there and let us. We could have conceded, we didn't. Which was lucky. I'm happy we didn't, of course. But on another day, we do lose that game probably. Of course, what does that do to the league table, you ask? Let's find out. That puts Manchester United into 7th place on 20 points. And I mean, for that, we'll take away West Ham's 3 points, which then puts us up to 6th. So after we've pretty much matched everyone else for games played, apart from Villa. If Villa win their game in hand, then they go above us. But anyway, yeah, if we put everyone on 11 points on 11 games, we're 6th. And for what was a terrible start to the season, it doesn't look terrible now. We would have liked to beat Manchester City, but it was always going to be a long shot, wasn't it? Man City are a hard team. They're a difficult team to play against, so it was always going to be a long shot to if we could beat them or not. Of course, it's disappointing that we couldn't, but that's what happens sometimes. The point was more important. Well, to make sure we got the point was more important than trying to go for it and lose it. All things considered, but of course we would like to have won like we did last year. So let's do the player ratings and just what do we all think of the match as a whole? Let me find them. So put that over here. Player ratings. There we go. So we have the player ratings now. So what do we think? What do we make of the game first, really? Well, it wasn't a bad one, was it? It wasn't a bad one. I think when you go into a game against Manchester City, you take a draw. And it's disappointing that we only drew, and I understand that, but a draw's a draw. Man City are a very good team, aren't they? Really, defensively we look really good, to be honest, today. We had chances, especially in that first half, but nothing really came of it. Yeah, I don't think either team really deserved to win it. Man City definitely the better team in the second half. And I mean, I think both teams will take that, to be honest. I'm disappointed on it, of course, but I think both teams will take that. Yeah. So let's do the player rating. So let me bring this across. Right then. Right then. So player ratings. David De Gea. What are we going to give him? I thought he had a good game, David De Gea. Didn't really have anything to do, really, did he? What did he have to do? I can't really think of. Well, he had that Mare save, didn't he? But that's about it. 7. Look, I think today we did go to draw the game. which is disappointing. Everyone wants to win a Manchester derby. Like I keep saying, a draw is good. You take a draw against such a team like who do we play? Manchester City. You take a draw against a team like Manchester City, but you want to win it. And I feel like on another day we could have won it if we played the same system, but again under, let's say, Pochettino, we would have went and tried to win it. But Ollie wanted to draw. Ollie wanted the point because he knows his job is on the line. And I think that will help. The fact we drew today, we didn't lose, will help Ollie keep his job. And because we didn't lose, people will be like, "Oh, look, there is something in there." And look, yes, we drew, but I think it wasn't City's best game today either. City ain't been the best at their best this season in general. And look, you look at our forward line. You know, I'm gonna give the player ratings for these players now. 6, 5, 6. You know, actually, 5, 5, 5. No, Martial 6. Martial, Greenwood, and Rashford never really got the ball. And that was a big issue with our game today. We set up defensive. We set up not to lose, and that in the end that really did cost us. Look, we played 2 defensive midfielders in McTominay and Fred. Fred played that defensive midfield role really well today, to be honest. McTominay had a really poor first half. Second half started really, really well. McTominay, and I did keep saying it. He started really well in that second half, Scott McTominay, but then fell off. He fell off, and the changes didn't come. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't make the changes. We needed to see Donny van de Beek come on for me. And look, defensively, I thought we were very good today. And that is partly due to our midfield, of course. But I feel like we played the defence played so well as a collective, we could have afforded to let go of a McTominay or a Fred to bring on a Donny van de Beek and kind of go for it. And I think a top level coach like a Pochettino, like a Julian Nagelsmann would have brought off a McTominay or a Fred and would have brought on Donny van de Beek and gone for it, because we could have, because defensively we were very good. You look at Shaw today, he absolutely back-pocketed both Mahrez and Torres. It was a bit harder, a bit more difficult for him because he had fresh legs. Torres is quick, and obviously Shaw had a difficult game anyway. But he largely had that left-hand side on lockdown. So we could have afforded to bring someone else on to play alongside of Paul Pogba in midfield. I would have. Maybe you would take off both Fred and McTominay. You bring on Matic and Donny van de Beek. And we didn't concede many chances. The 2 best chances of the game did come through Man City. Riyad Mahrez has to score. Well, has to do better for me in his chance. We like I said, we didn't create much. We deserved to that point, but no, we didn't create much. On another day, we would have created more. I can remember a few passes that were inches away. Few that spring to mind. That over the top ball from Victor Lindelof to Bruno Fernandes, so close to Bruno Fernandes taking that down. There was a ball that Bruno Fernandes played into Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford inches away from taking it under his stride. There was Greenwood had a chance where he cut in from the right and shot wide. On another day, he probably gets a better contact on that, and maybe he scores. So on another day we could have won this game, but at the same time, on another day, Man City could have won it. So, yeah, I think at points we struggled to get the ball forward. Bruno didn't get the ball much. Pogba a bit more than Bruno, but not loads. But when Bruno did get onto the ball, he did have to come quite deep. I thought, look, a lot of when we go forward, a lot of times it's usually Harry Maguire trying to play a long ball, long diagonal ball to one of the fullbacks, and then who then passes it to the winger, such player out wide, and that's when something. Then so you go to the winger, then it usually goes back into either Bruno Fernandes or Paul Pogba, who will then try and play something, which doesn't always work, and that's what we do all the time. No, it's a long season, and at the end of the season, we could win. Let's just say, end of the season, we could win the league by 1 point, and we're all there like. Fantastic Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We got us that draw against Manchester City in a game where we did have injuries. Shaw wasn't, not sure. What's his name? Martial wasn't fully fit, so he couldn't start. There's a disruptions with Pogba. Just come off the back of a disappointing defeat, so it's going to be a hard game. He got us a draw, and obviously that has ended up winning us the league. And if that happens, I'll put my hands up. Well done, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But realistically, what it probably means is next season, at the end of this year, we're going to miss out on something because of 2 points, or it's going to be closer than it has to be because we didn't go for it today. But I mean, next week we have Sheffield United, and I think we have to go and try and win that against Sheffield United. Obviously, Martial scored a hat trick last time we played at Sheffield, and we can do it again today. Look. Here's the match stats. 11 shots compared to Manchester City's 9 for Manchester United. Both 2 shots on target. Expected goals have Manchester United with 0.6, while Man City have a 1.3. Look, so expected goals see Manchester City winning that game, but it was a close game. So, look, a draw is probably the fair result. Anyway, go back into the player ratings. David De Gea does get a 7. Wan-Bissaka 8. Ooh. 8. Wan-Bissaka played very well. At times, Wan-Bissaka shows he's a proper footballer and has qualities on the ball. But he's too scared to do it. He must be. Because when he has to do it, he shows he can. But when he doesn't have to, and if he does do it, he could create something. That's when he does it. He plays it safe. And that's a confidence thing. And I don't know why he's not confident, because he is a world-class right-back. But I thought he played very well. Lindelof. I'll give him both 8s, to be honest. That's a dodgy 8. And I thought both centre-backs were very good. I can't complain much. A few dodgy balls from Harry Maguire. I thought Harry Maguire was the better out of the 2 centre-backs. And look, there was just a couple of dodgy balls from Maguire. Fouled Jesus, obviously. Gave the ball away to Jesus, which drops him down from a 9 to an 8. Or at least an 8.5 down to an 8. But I was largely happy. Defensively, we looked fantastic today. Luke Shaw, 9. Fantastic Luke Shaw today. Had that left-hand side down. Had our left-hand side down. Had our left-hand side on lockdown. Fantastic. Mahrez and Torres couldn't escape him. He was fantastic, Luke Shaw. Yes, Luke Shaw doesn't offer the attacking that Alex Telles does, but defensively, Telles doesn't come close to Luke Shaw. And we saw that today. And I think long term, if you go with Wan-Bissaka as a right back, Telles probably has to be your left back, because I think you need at least one attacking fullback. But look, if if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer goes with Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, I'm not going to be too happy if we're winning games, which we did last year. Fred, I don't think Fred had his best game, but I thought he played well. I'll give him a 7. As with Scott McTominay, really. So with Pogba, I mean, all of the midfielders actually. Defensively were fantastic. Midfield, average really. McTominay had a bad first half, had an excellent first 10, 20 minutes in the second half. He looked fantastic and then faded a bit again. He was never terrible today. Well, I say he was never terrible. He was pretty bad against I thought McTominay was quite poor in the first half. Came out in the second half, looked better and slightly dropped off in the afterwards. But overall, he wasn't terrible. Pogba never really got in the ball. Same with Bruno Fernandes. So you can kind of put these two in as one. Never really had enough to get onto. Never really got onto the ball, and never really had enough a chance to try and create something. When they did get onto the ball, they looked good. So they could. You know what? I'll give them both 7.5s because when they look, it was a difficult game for them. They never really was able to get onto the ball because of how we set up to play. Because realistically, if I get rid of the rating, this is more how we played. We more played like this. This is how we played really today. We kind of play. Yeah, we played 2 defensive midfielders, and then we had Bruno and Pogba as 2 wide camps, similar to what you would see in a 4-2-4-2-2 if you play FIFA. That's what happened, and so that's really how we play, and that didn't leave Pogba much to be able to do. Oh. Back to the Pendle. 7. So, I mean, when they did get on the ball, they looked okay. They create chances. They create a few bits here and there. Nothing elite. So, 7.5s. And look, I think we didn't have just that. What am I trying to say here? Well, I think with this formation, Pogba and Bruno Fernandes played so high up, we didn't have their dynamism. I'm gonna say, and their line breaking passes enough. So because of that, we missed out and we couldn't really break the line. We weren't quick enough. The amount of time we see this ball. We see Wan-Bissaka to Lindelof, who gives it across to Maguire. He'll then look up, and where do you think he'll go? He goes into Shaw. He goes into Shaw. Ooh. He goes into Shaw, and then what happens? Back to Maguire. Back to Lindelof. And so on and so forth. Until eventually he will either come back or he will either go down the line, or Maguire will bang it. That's what we do. That is an issue. we were not quick enough on the ball to try and get it forward. It allows just teams, especially Manchester City today, well drilled as everyone knows, to get back and just set up shop and be like, come break us down then. And we can't. We weren't able to. Oh, I've got rid of Shaw's rating. What was Shaw's rating? 9. You got a 9, didn't he? So, I mean, Shaw was my man of match today. Thought he played well today, Shaw. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What am I giving him? Oh look, bonus points according to Fantasy Football. Luke Shaw 3. He was magnificent today, and he deserves man of the match. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer 7. I'll give him a 7. Here's why. We set up in the diamond. I keep saying this, and I'll keep saying it until we do. We need consistency in team. We started a diamond set. I'm not happy with it. We played really well in it, but I'm still not happy with the fact we set up a diamond because we won't play it against Sheffield, and then we won't play in the game after. We'll probably play it in 3 days' time though, won't we? Because that's what we are. Play the 4-2-3-1 if that's what you want to play on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Play the 5-2-1-2 if that's what you want to play. Play the diamond if that's what you want to play. But stick with one of them. Live by the sword and die by the sword. Well, that's what happened. You live by the sword and you die by the sword. If you live by the sword by changing your formation every week, that's how you'll get sacked. Because we will never be consistent with it. If you play 4-2-3-1 every week and get sacked, well, at least you've done your best. At least you've played your way and done your best. And look, that consistency is what this club needs if we are going to be successful. Look, Man City. This is the biggest piece of evidence you'll need. In the preview, I said Manchester City will play either a 4-2-3-1. Well, play a 4-3-3/4-2-3-1. That's exactly what they played. They played De Bruyne at 10, and they played Fernandinho and Rodri as 2 defensive midfielders. Exactly how we usually line up. Today, I in the preview, I said Man United would either play a diamond, a 4-2-3-1, or a 5-back. I didn't even consider us playing the diamond today, and that's what we've played. That is crazy. We have 3 different formations that are all completely different that we switch between nearly on a weekly basis. And it's mental. Against Sheffield, we'll probably go to the 4 at back and we'll probably look really poor because we haven't played it. And let's talk about Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek has been shown to be our 6th choice central midfielder. We spent 35 to 40 million pounds on the lad. He's a class player. How is he our 4th or 5th choice? It's crazy. How is he our 4th or 5th choice? How is he our 4th or 5th choice? He was a star for Ajax, star for Holland, and was wanted by Ajax. Not by Ajax, by Real Madrid. How is Donny van der Beek not playing? Especially over Paul Pogba, who I thought when he got on the ball, he played well. Paul Pogba never was able to get on the ball, but when he did, I thought he played well. Why is Paul Pogba starting over Donny van der Beek when Donny van der Beek wants to play here? He signed this summer, so he clearly wants to be here. I wouldn't blame him if he wants to leave now because he doesn't play. But he wanted to be here. Pogba, this week, has said, yeah, I don't want to be here. Sell me in January. In the public before our biggest Champions League game. How is Donny van der Beek not starting? What is happening with Paul Pogba? Are we playing Paul Pogba because we're not going to sell him? Are we playing Paul Pogba because we want to get his market value up and hope he plays well? Or what? Because Surely we're not just playing him because he's here and then selling him when we have Donny van de Beek. And it's not as if, no offence to Paul Pogba, on his day he's world class. But consistently in these sort of games, Pogba hasn't been world class and hasn't been at his best. He played very well today, but it wasn't the best Paul Pogba we've ever seen. And consistently in these games, that's been the case. So why are we risking Paul Pogba in a game like this when we've got Donny van de Beek, who we've never seen in a big game? Well, when we've seen him in big games for Ajax, he's done very well. He scored in a Champions League semi-final. Mental. I think, well, saying that, I think Pogba's probably scored it. Has he? Has he scored in a Champions League semi-final? I think he did it for Juventus when Barcelona won it. But yeah, I think it's mental. And look, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a big advocate for wanting 5 subs. Look at this. Look at the subs bench. We've used one sub. We have. Like I keep saying, Donny van de Beek and Nemanja Matic. Both of them could have come on. So, Matic could have came on for Fred. He could have came on there. Donny van de Beek could have came on there. So, what? I think it's mental. Mental that we're not playing him. He's a tinker man, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Against Sheffield United, I think who's our next game, we won't play him. We won't play a diamond. We'll play a 4-2-3-1. And we'll start Martial. And look. It was just one of them things. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will always be a tinker man, won't he? Unfortunately, he will always be a tinker man. I don't. That's for me why I don't think he'll ever be a top class manager. I think. Look, I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to succeed at this club, but I don't think tinkermen don't work as at top level. Look, you look at Claudio Ranieri, tinkerman, has never made it at the top level. Won the league with Leicester, yes. But apart from that, that was just a one-off season, and that shockingly to that year they weren't that. He played largely the same team. Tinkermen aren't successful managers really, going at the top level. So I don't think. So unless Ole Gunnar Solskjaer solves that, I don't see us winning a league title with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think we have more of a chance of winning a cup. I said it. I thought we had a better chance of winning the Champions League than we did winning a yeah, I think we have a better chance of winning a Champions League. Well, I thought we did than a Premier League. But obviously we're out now. We go to Europa League in February. I hope we can. Look, I don't know what I actually want for us from this season, and that's a weird one. I think what's his name? What's their name? I think we're in a position where we need to make sure we get Champions League football for next year. Who was it said it earlier? Mwalimu Mwakakumba. Not how you say his name at all. I apologise for that. He said about selling Pogba. Swapping Pogba for Varane, and then sons Zakaria and Sancho. If we want to make them sort of signings, we have to be in Champions League. And that is why getting Champions League football today is so important. It's so important that we get Champions League football. So, in a way, I wouldn't mind us intentionally dropping out the Champions League. Go for the Carabao Cup, but FA Cup, don't go for it as much. Especially in the early rounds. But look, if we can become a consistent side, consistent lineups, and we can play consistently, then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could be a success. And that for me and pretty much every other Manchester United fan would be perfect. Everyone wants him to be fantastic. Everyone wants Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be a success at this club, and everyone wants him to be the man to take us to a next league title, because that's the fairy tale, like what happened with Real Madrid and Zinedine Zidane. But at the end of the day, is that going to happen? Probably not. So I think at the end of this season, I don't think he'll be our manager for next season, because for his contract ends in 2 years. No, at the end of next season. So 2 years, maybe 18 months. I don't. For him to get a new contract, he's gonna have to perform better than he is now. And look, for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get a new contract, he's gonna have to perform and better than he is. And I don't see him going to the final year on a 1 year contract. I think that's too risky. No, that never happens. You don't go into your final year of your contract. You sign him up for on a new one. I don't think that's going to happen. So I do think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be sacked at the end of this season. Well, maybe not even sacked, just step down as in mutual. It will come out as in mutual consent. But next year, I don't think he will be our manager. It's just whether he can survive this season, really. But I mean, if we get Champions League, and let's say we win a cup, we find consistency, then I think he might find a new contract, and I wouldn't be mad. It's just where we want that consistency. We really want that consistency, and that's the main thing for this Manchester United team. We find consistency in performance, and then we'll find it in results, and then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job will become safer and safer, because people want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sacked because they don't think he's a very good manager. People want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge because of who he is, because he's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If we can get both, if we can get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to finally become a good manager, which we've seen in brief spells he is, like when he first came, like after lockdown, then we could become a proper good side, and the fan base will unite, because nothing's better for this fan base than to have our manager for our manager to be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and to be liked. Everyone wants that, and everyone wants Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be a good manager, and that happens. The whole fan base will unite and be very happy with what's going on at this football club, because at the moment we're not happy with what's going on. But I'm kind of just rambling at this point, really, aren't I? Look, we have Sheffield United next weekend, so I will be doing a watch along for that, of course. So if you are new, please do like and subscribe and turn the notification bells on if you're new and you haven't already. There will be a Premier League preview out as well this week. But that will be it. If you have enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button below. Subscribe if you're new and you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Peace.